The CDC is preparing to recommend that all Princeton University undergraduate students, those who live in dormitories or off campus, and graduate students who live in dormitories receive a vaccine that helps protect against meningococcal disease caused by serogroup B.
That's what the CDC is trying to do as they work to stop an outbreak of meningitis at Princeton University with a vaccine that's not yet even approved in the U.S.
Well, there are vaccines here that protect against meningitis, but not this particular strain. And now a lot of people are wondering if it's safe.
We're joined this morning by Dr. Joseph Klimek from Hartford Hospital to tell us more about this particular strain. Doctor, let's just start with what's happening in New Jersey. Explain it to people.
There are 8 people that have come down with meningitis in the last 8 months. So it started about 8 months ago with one person, and it has spread now really to 7 other people. The disease is basically caused by not a virus, but a bacterium. And the bacteria is called Neisseria meningitidis. There's about 13 serogroups, and one of them is called B. And the B is the one that is not included in the vaccine in this country. B is very prevalent in Europe and in Australia and in Asia, but not so much in the United States. So they've developed a vaccine for this disease, whereas we haven't yet caught up with them.
A lot of folks have college kids maybe away on campus. They're pretty worried about this type of thing. What are some of the symptoms to look out for?
If you get this disease, you get a severe pounding headache, you get fever, sometimes very high, 104, 105 degrees. You will throw up, you'll get sick, and you'll develop a stiff neck. If you develop those symptoms all together at the same time, unfortunately, you could have meningitis, and therefore you really need to see somebody if you develop those symptoms.
All right, so tell us about this vaccine, doctor. Why are they, how unusual is it to use the unapproved vaccine here, and what are they doing?
It's actually been approved in Europe, and it's been actually used in Australia for about 1.5 years. The CDC at the United States has already approved the delivery of this vaccine to the United States to give to the people at Princeton. This is a way to stop an outbreak. If you don't interrupt the transmission of the virus from one person to the next, you could wind up having an epidemic that could go on for years. So what you want to do is vaccinate the people who would acquire this disease before they even get it. So they'll bring in the vaccine probably this week, probably give it to most people at the university. I was there this past weekend, and the students are worried about it. So they will line up and they will get their injections, and then they won't get this disease.
All right, Dr. Joe Klimek, thank you so much for coming in. Thanks for your information this morning.
My pleasure.
And for the very latest on the meningitis outbreak at Princeton, and for more information about the whole thing in particular, just head to our website, WFSB.com.